First lay in to throw first. Game on.
George Noble gets us underway for a session, Dan, that I am very much looking forward to. You look at these games and break it down. There is a lot of talent there, a lot of fireworks possible.
60.
And we're starting off with a game that Martin Schindler will fancy because he's already played Ian White this season successfully.
Yes, he did beat him 6-5 2 or 3 months back now. It was in Barnsley, middle of March. His first win over Ian White. They've played 3 times, actually. They played twice in less than a week in the UK Open qualifiers.
81.
And even though Ian White did win both of those, 6-3 and 6-5, he didn't have it all his own way against The Wall, who's playing his first full year as a PDC Tour card holder, winning his tour card on the final day of Q School.
125.
All the best people win it on the final day of Q School, don't they, Paul?
Most of them, anyway. And when you get through,
60.
first thing you think is, thank God I haven't got to go there next January.
Yep. 2 years for Martin Schindler and Paul Nicholson to just work their way up the rankings. Try and get in that top 64.
140.
So you don't have to go back to Wigan, lovely as it is, the Robin Park Tennis Centre. Martin Schindler has started this one very well. 105 left after 9 darts.
Well, every good builder knows that if you put a diamond on the end of a drill bit, you can pretty much get through any wall, but it seems like Ian White needs a bigger drill bit.
Oh, it appears so.
I was dying for him to go 5 bull there.
85.
That would have been so sneaky. But Ian White and a bogey means that Martin Schindler comes back for double 10, take the first leg and 13 darts. He'll take a 15 as long as he gets it.
133.
It's a great setup shot from the number 9 seed, but double 10 for Schindler. Gets the breaker throw. What a start. Eine kleine Dartspieler, Martin Schindler.
Martin to throw first.
And what a transformation from yesterday, because he seems to be the crowd favourite in this game, whereas yesterday he was the enemy.
He was taking on one of the many R.J. Rod brothers. This was
100.
R.J. Rod Sr., Roby John Rodriguez, who actually looked to be coasting at 3-1 up in that game. It lost it 6-4 as Schindler dug in. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective
95.
for Martin Schindler. As he looks to book his place in the final day of action here at the Austrian Darts Open. We have seen German players go on and even make the final session of Euro Tour events. Max Hopp has done it on more than one occasion. Dragutin Horvat managed to do it. Rene Ivans looked like he might be able to overcome Cristo Reyes earlier on today, but he was beaten in the deciding leg despite only missing 1 dot, doubling the entire match. Rene Ivans, a cube sent packing by the Spartan.
That was a cracking game.
It was.
And I think Idams, yes, he lost the game, but he can take a lot of credit and heart away from that performance. Martin Schindler
Once again down to a finish after 9 darts. This is kind of how he started in that World Cup quarter-final match against MVG. Remember him going 2-0 up in a race to 4, and he thought it might actually happen.
He thought good grief, didn't he?
Well, yes. Good grief.
I was talking to Martin earlier on this afternoon, and just get the feeling that he is ready to put in a couple of performances and book his spot in the German Darts Masters in the World Series. Right now he's in, but if he puts in a couple of really big showings, the guy that can overtake him, Mike Langendorf, will not be able to catch him.
Yeah, Mike Langendorf was beaten in qualifying by Martin Schindler before the announcement of this new World Series event, which will take place in October, the German Darts Masters. It'll be in Dusseldorf. So that victory, just to get here, has become even more important in retrospect. Ian White looking at the 129. Trouble 20 for ball. Only way to go. Not going to happen. So Schindler, 20 for double top.
54.
For a 2-0 lead
60.
on the number 9 seed. A little bit hesitant. Doesn't know which side to go. I think he's picked left. He's gone high.
Yeah,
Straight over the top of it. Straight in. 2-0.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one in slow-mo, because the way Martin's darts land on the board, they actually kick to the left. So I think there was more room to the right of that dart. Tell you what, though, all you got to do is hit it, and he did that.
He found a way in there.
Yeah, the winner of this game has got Jamie Bain.
Well, Jamie Bain, he was great yesterday. He managed to overcome Alan Norris, a former winner on the Euro Tour, former world finalist at Lakeside, of course. Semi-finalist at the UK Open this year. But Jamie Bain, he averaged 99 yesterday, 93 today, looking to make the final session of a European Tour for the first time in his career. And if Martin Schindler can convert this start into a victory, what an opportunity it is. One of those guys will be in the quarterfinals. Long way to go yet, though, especially against a player of Ian White's caliber, who comes into this having just made a final of another Pro Tour event this year, beaten only by the world number 2 Gary Anderson, and who he then upstaged completely by wandering around in the background during his interview with a shopping bag, and then coming back and throwing in a couple of dabs in the background.
He's been photographed as well with another shopping bag in the local Vienna area, having his favourite ice cream treat. And I said to him, when are you going to get your own branded bags for life? And I threw in a pun there and said, call them dabs for life.
Hey, because they're dab, yeah? The diamond dab. And the bags, yeah, back, yeah, hey?
He got them priced up, and apparently it was £6 each.
Yeah, right. I'm all for random darts merch. And Ian White could well provide some belt. This is a heck of a visit from him. I mean, he needs it, though. I mean, every single leg, Martin Schindler is down to a finish after the first 3 visits. This is really impressive stuff from the German. Oh, that's good, though. He's so good from the diamond, Ian White. Leaves 140.
Out of the 2 finishes left, though, you'd much rather have the 1-2-1. Because if you miss the treble, which he hasn't, I'll stop right there. He's going to go for the ball.
96.
Had to go for it with Ian White down to a finish by virtue of that 162. Well, this would be an incredible 2 visits back-to-back for Ian White if he can take this out. He's just strayed into the treble 5.
He could have potentially gone for 2 more treble 18s and double 16, and that really would have been a good 6 darts.
82.
But Martin Schindler has 3 in hand. 25, should get 2 darts at a double of his choosing. That chosen double is double 8 for a 3-0 lead. It's there!
And not only is that a 3-0 lead, that is a second break of throw from Martin Schindler, who is taking on a man who has won 7 PDC titles, Ian White. He has been in the top 10. He's just outside the top 10 in the world rankings at the minute. But he has been there. And Martin Schindler, 100 average, that first 9 average, is world class, and Ian White is getting a bit of a schooling from a man half his age.
We were talking before this match, weren't we, Dan, about the level that Martin Schindler can raise to, and we thought maybe his A games are at a 94, 95. Well, you said to me that sometimes people just have to prove that they can go that extra gear, and when he's proving to us right now, if he sustains this, he wins this match.
I think that's right. I mean, look, Ian White could raise his level and match him, and we could say, I mean, whether Martin Schindler can carry on doing this right the way through this game and end up with a 10+ average, we don't know yet. We've not seen him do that yet. But if Martin Schindler is going to be a player who can go on and become a top 32, top 16 player, then he's going to start giving you clues that he can do special things.
130.
This is pretty special right now because, again, he is down to a finish after 3 visits, and it's a good finish as well.
Mature stuff as well from the wall, because the 2 in the treble 20 were quite precarious, and the last thing you need is a Gary Anderson 3 on the floor job.
All of them, yeah.
So go to the 18, square it off to 130, give yourself a really good chance to set it up. He's playing darts
65.
beyond his years. He really is having a very, very good game here. Maturity and brilliance.
Well, maturity, brilliance, high praise indeed, but the diamond Ian White is not going to give up. And he fires in a maximum. It leaves him double by 17, but he just wants to use this capacity crowd of more than 2,000 Austrian fans just to see if the bit of noise might put his opponent off. Not much has put Martin Schindler off so far. Oh, that's too good.
Should have gone for treble 11. That's the future on 65. What is in the future of Martin Schindler? We know that it's double six.
Wow. Martin Schindler. The 100 average is maintained with that 15 darter, but more importantly, he denies Ian White a chance to win that leg. In fact, Ian White, I mean, he's just not even being given a look in by Martin Schindler right now. He has not had a dart at a double in the first 4 legs. This is a man who is seeded number 9. He's a former Euro Tour finalist, a 7-time PDC title winner, a 7-time major quarter finalist, and Martin Schindler is all over him like a cheap suit.
What is playing for Germany in the World Cup done for Martin Schindler? It's turned him into a different player. And winning on that stage with Max Hopp, we are seeing a new breed of darts, a new brand of darts from Schindler, because when he played on the European Tour last September against Robert Thornton and picked up some good performances, we thought, yeah, the potential is starting to come. And I'll tell you what, it's there now.
Well, look, I was very impressed when I saw him at Q School, and he was, particularly some of the big finishes he was taking out in crucial stages of those games. But it's different. Q School is very, very tough. And there are some players, some of the games, you see, the standard is really good. Well, the standard is not good in every game, of course it is. But if you're going to come through Q School, you're going to have to play well in patches. And Martin Schindler was doing some special stuff. And for the 5th leg running, he is down to a manageable finish. After just 9 darts thrown, he is averaging 103.5, Martin Schindler. This is very, very special.
Well, he's going to have to go for the bull. If he hits a 14. He gambled, you know. And you know what? In this position, I can see why.
Well, you just feel like he's hitting everything, isn't he? He just hit the ball accidentally in the previous leg. He would have fancied it.
108.
But that is leaving Ian White having to take out 160. It could happen. It might yet happen. Oh, just a little bit low. The first dart that Ian White has had a double in this game, but Martin Schindler to shut this one out on a 3rd break of throw in 5-0.
Double 4. Double 2. He's got it. 5-0 to the German.
Martin Schindler.
What's going on? And we said this was going to be a magic session. I tell you what, I did not see this coming. Well, this is what we're going to get in the next 8 games. Strap in, everybody, because there's lots more to come.
Right. I looked at the lineup tonight, and I looked at who the seeded players, which ones I felt were the most vulnerable. Simon Whitlock and Jelle Klaassen are the first 2. Whitlock is struggling with an injury with his wrist. Jelle Klaassen has only just come back from wrist surgery, and he's up against Rob Cross. Whitlock up against Vincent van der Voort. Now, Vincent van der Voort and Rob Cross playing fantastic darts as well. Those 2 look the most vulnerable. Ian White was not one that looked as precarious as those 2. But he is averaging 95, Ian White, and has only been allowed 1 dart at double at the end of a 160 combination shot. Because Martin Schindler is playing superbly. This is going to be the very first leg where he's not on a finish after 9 darts.
Well, we know that Ian White can reel off 6 legs in a row against anybody on the planet. He's beaten Michael van Gerwen in a Pro Tour final 6-0. So he's going to have to draw on that kind of ability and that kind of mental fortitude to get through this one. But it's all 1 leg at a time. And Martin Schindler,
55.
all of a sudden, can't hit a 60.
Well, does he think, Martin Schindler, that the job is already done? If he does, I'm afraid to say he's not
100.
It's pretty easy to lose legs it's very difficult to win them. Even just one leg. Because your opponent's not going to go away. He's going to keep trying.
You can see that average has just dipped from Schindler. But not really about... We've seen enough in the first 5 legs to suggest that Martin Schindler, well, he's going to be
140.
potentially a very exciting player. We knew that, but we didn't know how exciting. But it's been better than we've seen from him before. And that's an important last dart because it gets him to a 2-darter. Ian White, huge pressure on this 61.
Is it going to be a 25? It is a 25 for double 18. Another dart to potentially save his tournament.
Aim shot in the
still here.
Ian White.
And he does save his skin with a 15-dart leg. And it is a break of throw as well. So Ian White's taking the first step
Game on
his journey back to what would be a quite astonishing come-from-behind victory. But the 3 times they've met, Schindler, all right, he did win the last one. It was 6-5. The other one, 6-5 and 6-3 to Ian White. I mean, this is the most one-sided encounter these two have had. I just didn't expect that the little German would be the one bossing it.
But it's all experience, isn't it?
Now
You just got to think,
29.
has he been in this situation with a top 10 type guy on stage? And I don't think he has. This is all new territory for Martin Schindler.
Well, I do remember Martin Schindler. I think it was his European Tour debut in Dusseldorf a couple of years back when he played the great Raymond van Barneveld, the 5-time world champion. He took 3 legs off him, but Barney was never in a position where he was being put in danger. Martin Schindler has been completely in charge of this game. The last 2 legs gone totally off the boil. Maybe that maximum can just reignite the spark.
I played Martin Schindler in Zagreb earlier this season.
34.
And he said to me afterwards, I didn't play well at all. This is a different guy. That's why I mentioned the World Cup earlier, because something's happened since then. He has found some confidence.
80.
Desperately unlucky there, Shin. I'm not sure if that last dart was in the 60. Had it been, he'd have been down to a finish. But Ian White can go whatever route he wants now. That means he gets to stay on the 60. Another one would have left double 4, but down for the 16s and 8s.
96.
5-2 looks a little bit different, doesn't it?
It does.
And if you're the one with the 5, you start thinking, oh, it's a bit closer now. I better start getting my finger out.
96.
Well, this one is on the white throw.
32.
Schindler is down to a finish, so if there's any mistake here from White, he's not safe.
That is tricky. Got to go over the top.
24.
3 darts missed by the diamond. 116 for Schindler. I wouldn't be surprised if he looks at the 9 teams here. He does like double top, and he's closer to it.
Closer to it. How close will he be? It's a match dart. He knows the enormity of this. To beat Ian White 6-1, Martin Schindler's got tops.
96.
Not a million miles away, you have to say, but doesn't find the red bit at the top of the board, and Martin Schindler has missed a match dart. Ian White. Can he make this go at least another leg? He can, and he does, and it's 5-2.
Martin to throw first.
I think the heart would have been beating through the wall on that shirt, thinking, please miss that double 4. I would love 3 darts at double 10 to win this contest. But it's not over yet. Great start to this leg, though, from Schindler.
Yeah, a couple of legs there where Martin Schindler just completely went off the boil. Looked like he lost his focus a little bit. You saw the big celebration having gone 5-0 up, and then maybe he just did lose something. But found another 180, and it's just kicked him into gear again. Missed 1 match dart at the end of a ton plus checkout combo. But 140 to kick off this leg, and he's following it up. Oh, maybe rushed that last dart, but still very impressive stuff from Martin Schindler, and he looks set to have another leg where he may well be down to a finish after 9 darts. And if you keep on doing that, you're going to keep winning legs. You'll give yourself chances.
Well, Martin Schindler's got to learn
45.
about adrenaline management on the stage, and it's one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of celebrating from the likes of Ian White, because they want to keep the heartbeat nice and slow. You celebrate like Kim Huybrechts does,
99.
or some other players. You've got to be able to let your heartbeat go up and the adrenaline go up, but then somehow bring it back down within a matter of seconds.
About channeling
60.
that nervous energy,
Martin,
that
ball,
adrenaline,
35.
using it to be better. No need to use the bullseye route here with Ian White back on 275. Schindler trying to put a dent in this. And that's exactly what he wanted. And you can see, pump of the fist there from Martin Schindler. He was making it a little bit hard for himself, but he went there thinking 95, I'll take that to leave tops. He's come away with that, and it's more match darts for Martin Schindler, who has put in my opinion, the best display of his career on a big stage. Can he close it out?
Tops it is. Tops he gets. Martin